It's a beautiful day as we are here on I-85 going to the center part of the Queen City, aka Charlotte. We are probably about 10 or 15 minutes away from the site of the 2019 Mecklenburg County Republican Party Convention. Therefore, it's time for me to do one of my drive-up videos here. So we got up this morning, had breakfast at where else but Golden Corral. All you can eat, you know, all you can stay. You kind of milk the clock a little bit. We were running ahead of schedule. Actually, I was running ahead of schedule, and now we're running on schedule, I should say. So we lollygagged for about an hour 15, hour and a half, something like that. Food wasn't as great as some other Golden Corrals, but it was okay. Man, traffic's awfully thick for Saturday morning. It's 8:55. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. It's like, wow. But looking for I-77 south.
The right 2 lanes to take exit 38 for US 21 south toward Columbia.
Okay, so that's the GPS lady. She says we're doing good. So we're just looking for this I-77 right up here. So we just have to wait and see here. So anyway. So I want you, there's 2 concepts that I want you to understand about today's convention. Actually, there's a little bit more, but the 2 that are right at the top of my head as I'm driving about 60 miles an hour here. One is the number 10, and another is named for you, Chris Anglin. So let's start with the number 10. There are 10 candidates running for the 9th Congressional District seat on the Republican side. And if you think 10 is too many, well, guess what? There's 17 candidates running in the 3rd District Republican Congressional District Republican primary over on the east side of the state. So we're going to hear from a lot of candidates today.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 38 for US 21 south toward Columbia.
Okay, and then I want you to hear about the name Chris Anglin. Okay, and so
use the right 2 lanes to take exit 38, then keep left at the fork.
Okay, thank you, darling. Thank you very much. So. We're going to talk about Chris Anglin in just a moment, folks. I got to get through this little hodgepodge here of, woof, that's a curve, I tell you.
7 south for 6 miles.
6 miles, okay. Thank you, darling. I came through this junction here. It was raining, coming down pretty good back in early November for the Double Dare live show. And yeah, a little bit better today. Travel conditions today, but still, that curve sneaks up on you. And if you're not paying attention, man, it can really make your life a living you know what. Okay. Ooh, lots of construction. Okay, so Chris Anglin was a Democrat up until about May of last year. And before that, for a little while, he was down in Florida as unaffiliated. Okay. So after that, he became a Democrat. probably 2016, 2017. And then right around, right after the state convention, Republican state convention, in the middle of June, during the filing period for the judicial state Supreme Court here in North Carolina, Chris Anglin, decided to run as a Republican. Okay, got me on that? Okay. Here's the thing. There was another race where we had two Republican candidates too. That was the Jefferson Griffin and Sandra Ray race. Okay, so it's not all that unusual to have two Republicans in a judicial race last year because of the whole mess up on the we're not going to have primaries for the judiciary this year. Basically, is what it came down to. So, what happened was the executive committee of the party, well actually, excuse me, I'm mixing my races here. Hope you're enjoying the drive, by the way. Okay, so Chris Anglin decides to get to this race against a more accomplished, a much more conservative, reliable, established, I hate using that word established because establishment, kind of thing, but a much more reliably conservative Republican in Barbara Jackson. Okay? So, and here's the thing, the Chris Anglin filing as a Republican would not be controversial, except for a few things. One, he was a Democrat up until about a week before the filing period. Two, all the people, all his consultants and everything that he was getting advice from was Roy Cooper people. Roy Cooper, if you do not know, and you should if you listen to this video blog, is a Democrat. Not just a Democrat, he's a hard left socialist demagogue. Okay? So, you think, okay, so automatically everybody, and I mean everybody who's an activist within the North Carolina Republican Party, everybody from your libertarians to your Tea Party to your Reaganites to your establishment, even to your Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Wow, look at this pavement. Pretty much every Republican on their side is like, vote for Barbara Jackson. Chris Anglin is trouble. Okay, so what happened was, remember, there's no primary. Okay, Jackson and Anglin go, and the Democrat Anita Earls, they all go to the ballot.
Take exit 7 for Clinton Road toward North Carolina 49.
Okay, they all go to the ballot in November. Okay, Anita Earls wins. It wasn't a majority though, so 49%. Okay, and then I think Barbara Jackson comes in second, and trying to think who else. Chris Anglin comes in third, okay, but keep in mind if Jackson and Anglin, you add up their numbers versus what's the person? Versus Anita Earls, Jackson would have won if Anglin was there. So now fast forward to yesterday. Guess who decides to file, even though he lives in Wake County, which is 3 hours away from Charlotte, the 9th district. Guess who decides to file on the last day for the 9th congressional district as a Republican? Any guesses? Oh, Chris Anglin. Yeah, good guess. Okay. So what happens is, immediately, and I mean minutes after he filed, the Mecklenburg County Republican Party comes out with a statement, followed by Robin Hayes, who's chair of the North.
Take exit 7 for Clinton Road toward North Carolina 49.
The chair of the North Carolina Republican Party, they both come out with similar statements that says Chris Anglin's, a plant. He wreaked havoc in the, cost Barbara Jackson a Senate seat. He's a Democratic plant. We're not.
Exit 7, then turn left at Clinton Road. Turn left onto Clan Road.
So the chair of the Mecklenburg County Republican Party, his name is Chris.
Quarter mile, turn right onto South Tryon Street.
Thank you. Because of the statement, says Chris Anglin is not, I repeat, not invited to today's Mecklenburg County Republican Party convention. He's not invited. If he does decide to attend, he'll be escorted out via Sergeant at Arms. Okay. And then Robin Hayes said, if he's running, I realize he's running the primary as a Republican, but he's not going to get any resources, no infrastructure, no money, no data or anything like that from the party. Okay. So you have a situation here. We'll see if Chris Anglin shows up today, but hopefully today's convention, the Chris Anglin issue, by the way, I stayed at this hotel on the right back in 2013 when the state GOP convention was here. Kind of cool. The Quality Inn. Very, very nice place. Let's see.
Turn right onto South Tryon Street.
And yeah, if I'm breaking my stories, then...
Continue on South Tryon Street for half a mile.
Okay. So we're almost there, basically. They somehow designed this road without turn lanes to the left. That's a little weird. Okay, so... But I'm going to give you my opinion of all this
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Peterson Drive.
Quarter mile. Peterson Drive. Peterson Drive. Peterson Drive. Peterson. George Peterson.
Turn left onto Peterson Drive, then turn right onto Harriet Avenue.
Okay. Well, darling, it would be nice if you put out some signs, but okay. Now look for Harriet. Here's the thing.
Okay. Turn right onto Harriet Avenue, then turn left onto Yancey Road.
Boy, you're on the ball today, GPS lady. I tell you what. She's
Take
on
the next
the
left
ball.
onto Yancey Road, then your destination will be on the left.
Okay. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah. Okay. This is the road that the convention is on. So here we go. Hopefully we'll
Your
find...
destination is on the left.
Thank you very much. Look how many people are here already. Jeez. Good, gugga-mugga. Oh, fuck. Golly day. Excuse my language. That's a big hump. And there's no, golly day. Wow. So, somebody should be out here leading parking. Anyway, so, already I'm kind of like poo-pooing the venue. It's like the parking situation. It's kind of in the middle of an industrial park and everything. It's just, oh my gosh. Ugh. So, as I was saying, so here's a situation. Here's what I think about Chris Anglin. Maybe Chris Anglin is a Republican. Okay, let's go ahead and take him at his word. He's a Republican. He decided he was tired of the socialist crap of the Democratic Party. Okay, so that that may be true. But look, here's the thing. If he were really serious and wanted to be helpful to the Republican Party, wouldn't he wouldn't he wouldn't he want to help? In other words, start being a precinct chair, go door to door for various candidates, go to different candidate trainings like the one Lee Haywood put on in couple months ago in Sanford, I believe it was. Go to those kind of things, and then a few years from now, start working your way up through the party, chairman, county chairman, district chair, and then decide a few years later to run for office. Okay, so maybe he's a Republican, but he didn't do that. He said, "Look, I'm a Democrat, then I'm going to change to a Republican a week before filing for state judiciary. I have Roy Cooper people backing me up. No Republicans at all. Even if he went with McCrory, a more moderate choice. I mean, come on." So, but here's the thing. I think, believe it or not, Chris Anglin should be allowed to participate in the political process on this condition. And this is, here's the thing. If he comes out and says, "I'm sorry for costing Barbara Jackson the Supreme Court race. It was a very foolish, juvenile, pig-headed move. I'm very sorry for that," okay? If he can send a letter of an apology to Robin Hayes, Dallas Woodhouse, soon to be maybe Jim Womack, we'll see. If he can send out a letter of an apology and says, "Look, I'm really sorry, but I really, really want to be a Republican. I'm very serious about it." If he says something like that, then I say let the guy in, okay? But as far as running for office, he should at least, elected office, I should say. If he wants to run for precinct chair or wants to be county chair, okay, good, let him have at it. But if he wants to run for an elected position like the 19th Congressional District, he's going to have to be suspended for 5 years. Okay, so if he sends a letter of apology, serves a 5-year suspension that says he will not run for any elected office as a Republican, okay, if he does all that, then I say let the guy back in, okay. That's my opinion. Let me go ahead and let's wrap this up, and we'll talk to you soon, and hopefully today's convention will be lively. All the other conventions I've been to have been very simple and just very dry.